Welcome to today's video. We're moving today. We're leaving this apartment behind. I'm happy and sad about it. I can't believe I'm already moving. I can't believe it's the end of an era, but I definitely feel like I'm stepping into a new era, and I typically like to live in a different place when I enter a different era. When I like change personalities, I also like to change where I live. Just so I'm not feeling stuck in my old ways. I feel like moving out of your home into a different home allows you to create new habits and really dive into the new person that you've become. I think staying in the same place sometimes keeps you in the same habits. So anyways, I want to do my hair and makeup and try on outfits for my yoga class tonight to procrastinate moving, but I need to move. And my grandma is coming to help me, which is nice. And part of me is I don't want to move. I just want to have this little apartment just to come visit whenever I want. But my lease is up, so I have no choice. I just have so much stuff, you know? It makes moving a bitch when you have a lot of stuff. It's very echoey in here because there's no rugs on the ground, no shower curtain, just a sad, empty bathroom. Every time I move somewhere new, I always disassociate. I don't process that I'm leaving my home of 9 months. I usually like to have a lot going on when I move so that I don't have to process it and feel the feelings that I have. I'm just very tunnel visioned on my future, which is a good thing because dwelling on the past gets you nowhere. So I am very optimistic. I am very future focused, but I feel like I haven't quite processed that I'm leaving this place. I moved in here last December. I found out on Facebook, and I was a nanny full time, and I was low-key miserable, and I was in a terrible toxic situationship. Life was a lot different back then. And now I've grown so much, and this apartment has seen me through thick and thin. The people that have been in here, the experiences I've had, everything. I'm just ready to say goodbye, but also not. Because now I'm moving in with my grandparents, and then I'm moving in with my mom. I do have goals and something I'm headed towards, but also there's something scary about being in your 20s and moving back in with family and not having a job and taking the risk, because what I'm doing is very risky. But I feel grateful and lucky that I have support. I have so much support. I'm really grateful for you guys. I'm obsessed with your comments. I'm obsessed with everything you guys say. I'm so glad that y'all have found me and that I have found y'all. Day 4 of sobriety. So far I'm feeling good. I did cry a lot today for multiple reasons. The first one was my friend asked me to go on his podcast and kind of tell my story of like learning to love myself, because after I made this Instagram post, I got lots of love. Because basically in my caption, I just explained my life story of like trauma I've dealt with and how I've finally been able to heal from it and move on. So I was thinking about like what I'm gonna say when I go on this podcast. And I was thinking like, when did all this self-hatred start? And it really was in like high school. Like middle school a little bit, but I was bullied a lot in high school by people that I thought were my friends, and that did a lot of damage to me and my self-image, and things kind of went downhill after that. So I was just thinking about my experience in high school, and I've blocked most of it out honestly, but thinking about it and like rehearsing what I'm gonna say on this podcast just made me start sobbing, because I was like, wow, I really wanted to die. Like I literally spent so many years wishing I was dead, thinking I would be better off dead. And the only reason I'm still alive is because I had 1% hope, like 99% desire to die, and 1% like optimism and hope for the future. And there was a little voice in my head that was like, but what if it gets better? And that's the only reason that I'm still alive, because of this voice that said, but what if it gets better? I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know why, I don't even know what better would look like, but like, let's just stick around and see what happens. And I'm so glad I did, and now I live every day so much happier, because I'm like, I would be dead right now. And like, I could honestly die any day. Why am I taking anything so seriously? So yeah, thinking about that made me sob. And I really hope I don't cry on this podcast, but I might. If the emotions get strong, I might cry on the podcast, but that's okay. So that was one reason why I'm crying. The second reason is because I haven't gotten high in 3 days. And I think being high numbed my emotions, which might sound insane, because a lot of people smoke weed because it like enhances emotions and enhances your senses and makes everything better. But I feel like when I was high, I wouldn't really feel anything. Like I'd feel good, but I wasn't able to like process emotions. And so since I've been sober for 3 days, I've been crying a lot. And I literally sobbed in the car as I drove here. I think also the reality that I'm moving is probably hitting me pretty hard today. I'm kind of just going through the motions, like packing up, taking things out to the car, not really letting myself accept that these are my final days in this apartment. That's definitely bittersweet. I'm moving in with family, so I'm not gonna be alone anymore. And part of me is excited and part of me is scared, because I do like being alone. But I also like to be around people, so. Entering a new chapter, a new phase of life. I have absolutely no idea what this next chapter entails, which is exciting and terrifying all at the same time. I know I'm gonna look back on this and be like, wow, I had no idea what was coming. And hopefully it's all great things. And I know there's gonna be some hard times as well, because that's just life. But hopefully I can look back on this video and be like, oh, she was so sweet and innocent. She had no idea how much her life was about to change. She had no idea the opportunities she was about to get, the people she was about to meet, the places she was about to go. I'm just manifesting that for myself. I really want to have a dope life. And hopefully this is just a new chapter in the book. I mean, not hopefully. Definitely, this is just a new chapter in my story, and I'm grateful for all of you who are tagging along with me. Who knows what will happen? Who knows where I'm headed next? I'm just gonna keep waking up and showing up. Here she is. I have some things left, but I'm gonna have to have my dad help me. Thank God we're on speaking terms now. You know, earlier today I was freaking out about the fact that I'm moving. But now I'm feeling really good about it and really excited for what's to come. So much to come. Hopefully me. I've arrived at the football stadium and I'm about to go take a yoga class out on the football field, but I'm here very early, so I thought I would talk to y'all. How y'all doing? Sorry, I have gum. Let's pretend that I don't. Someone commented and asked me what's the difference between my mom and my dad, so I'm gonna answer that now. Basically, my dad has ADHD and he runs lots of different businesses. He's go, 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 always quick, doesn't stop to like process his feelings or live in the moment. He's very like future focused, like busybody, does things to avoid his feelings. But he's very friendly, very outgoing. Obviously you have to be to like be in business. He has lots of friends, good at making connections and networking, so he is very much in his masculine energy. My mother, on the other hand, has bipolar, depression, anxiety, Crohn's disease, lots of different mental illnesses, and she basically sits and stews in her feelings. So while my father avoids his with activities, my mother avoids activities in order to feel her emotions and sit with them. Not in a healthy way usually, normally in like an overthinking, like ruminating, like stressed out about her kids kind of way. So basically my parents could not be more opposite. My mother is very in her feminine energy. My father is very in his masculine. But even though they have like not so great qualities that they passed on to me, as every parent does onto their children, like parents are still humans, they also have given me the perfect balance, because my father taught me like ambition, drive, motivation, doing things even if you don't feel like it, networking, being social, being outgoing, like going for your dreams. Like he distilled that in me and he still does. And my mother, on the other hand, taught me like how to slow down and enjoy life and be present and be in a flow and like be in that feminine energy. So I really feel grateful that both of my parents have given me a balance. Like when I think of masculine and feminine, I'm like, my parents literally are exactly masculine and feminine, like the exact role models that I need in that sense. So whoever asked me that question, I hope that answers it for you. My dad tends to beat me up, not physically but like verbally. He tends to be very hard on us kids, and my mom tends to be very gentle and loving and like, come here, like just come here, I'll hug you, I'll comfort you. And my dad is kind of like lecture, like you need to get your ass up, like learn from this lesson. So yeah, they're just like a very good balance, and I'm choosing to see the good qualities that I get from both of them instead of the negative qualities that I also got from both of them. But life is just a balance, you know? I'm so excited for this class. Also, I'm almost at 500 subscribers. That's crazy. I am just obsessed with all of you. You all know that. Thank you for continuing to watch. Look what's in here. If you know, you know. I want to hit it so bad, but I won't. It's hot as fuck. I'm sweating my ass off, and there's a woman who's staring at me because I'm talking to myself in my car. But I don't even care. I didn't think I brought my rings, but I'm so glad I did. Except oh no, it's okay. I guess the only thing I forgot is my fucking yin yang necklace that I wanted to wear for ballots. But that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna go onto the field. If I don't talk to you after this, then I love you so much. I'm so glad you're here. And I will see you in the next one.